Namaste to all the teachers who are present here for this lecture series and advance happy Women's Day for everyone. Women is just not a gender. It is all about the courage, the resilience that we have. Here, when it comes to women, we think that we are the ones who should take care of kitchen and take care of family. Apart of all these, we also do have we have strive something that is there in our heart that we will have to present it to our society and the world. For this, step by step, we will have to break down our whatever we are having our vision, we will have to make it clear to our family, and step by step, we also, along with the family, should be a global leader. In this session, with this, I wish everyone a happy International Women's Day to all the participants here.
Thank you, ma'am. Same to you.
Okay. With this, today's topic is very interesting. It is health and well being. When it comes to health and well being, it is not teaching only our kids, even we will have to take care of ourselves as women so that we can take care of our family too. If we do not self care ourselves, it is that what is that we are teaching our kids. Many a times we as women do not think of ourselves, right? We just take care of family, we'll go for work, we'll come back, do all the household things. But please do spend yourself for your vision and for your health. Keep a time apart and be the best of you. With this, I do share my PPT. We are all on the international platform, that is International Project for Capacity Development of ECCD teachers in South Asian countries. In today's lecture, we are going to explore the theme healthy living. Namaste everyone, I am Mrs. Padmaja Vaivi, a kindergarten teacher. Also, I am very much passionate about helping children read, the early readers, and also a lesson plan creator. I also edit videos. Healthy living. Here we have categorized into the sub theme, that is healthy eating, exercise and fitness, hygiene and self care. Then rest, sleep, relaxation. All these are very, very important for our body, our physical body, and to keep our mental health well. Yes. On the day one, we are going to help our kids. We are going to guide our kids to know more about the healthy eating. Here I have categorized many activities, but here everything is connected to one activity. How we are I have categorized, I am going to one by one, I am going to show you. This activity is a rainbow plate sorting game. We would have kept all different types of fruits, vegetables, everything. And here it has been, the children have to categorize based on the colors. Here the child is also going to learn more about colors. And when our plate is colorful, the child gets attracted for eating. What is the activity? Show the images of colorful fruits, then and vegetables. Also, teachers will help children sort the foods into different colors, like red is tomato, yellow banana, and different pineapple, lemon. Based on the colors, the teachers are going to help the kids separate them and arrange them in a rainbow colors, and let the children know how colorful the nature is. Then what is the learning outcome here? And the teaching learning points we are going to see here. For teaching learning points, use real foods. Samples for sensory exploration. As we are explaining children to sort the food, although we have bought all the real food, that is, it can be vegetables, fruits, everything. When they touch, there is a sensory exploration. It is also with the help of this, while they are sorting this activity, we can help the children to reinforce this concept with the songs like Eat Your Colors, and we can ask children to narrate whatever they are feeling like. What is the learning outcome here is identify different healthy foods. Then understand why natural food is better than the junk food. Now I am talking about the rainbow colorful plate. Here, when we talk about the food, children will not like much of fruits and vegetables. They get attracted to the junk food. Why? Because the shape of it, the color of it, it looks attractive than the food that is given in the plate by mom. All right. So here teachers have to be so creative enough where when we give this activity, rainbow activity, it looks more and brighter colors where it will get attracted, and we can help children to avoid the junk food and help children to know more about the natural food and why it is important to intake these food. Then when it comes to STEAM integration, how we are going to connect it? Connect this activity. When it comes to science, discuss more about the nutrients, as I said earlier, in the different colored foods. Then technology, show a short animated story on uh, how the food will help to the body. Then engineering, make a paper plate. As we have asked children to sort the colors, of fruits and vegetables with the colors, with the same thing, they can draw a picture, cut them, and paste in a paper plate. This can be an engineering. This will be more of activity that the child has to think a lot, and the child will include his or her creativity so that there is something creative enough, some model the child is doing. It is also an art integrated. It can be a virtual drawing also, not an issue. When it comes to art, use finger painting to create a healthy plate model. When it comes to engineering and art, it can be clubbed and made as a same activity. Math, count the number of fruits and vegetables in each color group. This is about the STEAM integration. From one activity, how we can divide them and completely include all the components is what I'm going to show you today. Then, how we are going to include the greening education? It is very easy because we are almost talking only about the healthy eating. Discuss home gardening and how to grow small herbs like mint or coriander. This is all about the greening education. Encouraged, encourage reduced food waste. If the child doesn't like to eat, the intake must be very little. Ask them not to waste the food that is there in the plate, which is already in the plate. Then SDG connection. How we are going to connect SDG? Yes, complete week. It is going to be good health and well-being. On the day one, since we are exploring healthy eating, it is all about the nutrition for young children. Multiple intelligence. Here, since we have done all these activities, visual, spatial, food colors and drawing. Since we have done the drawing, visual, spatial is there. Then linguistic, food storytelling. I have asked children to narrate the story about what their thinking is all about when they are making a rainbow with sorting the colors. Then bodily kinesthetics, sorting and arranging the food items is also happening. This is about 21st century skills. We all have to include 21st century skills in our daily plan. Then how we are going to connect? Critical thinking happens when they are making choice about healthy and unhealthy food. Collaboration. Children are doing the group activity. Then creativity, designing a healthy meal. It can be visually in the sense whatever the plate activity we have asked the children to do, everything comes under creativity. This is all about day one healthy eating. If you all felt so, the day went on well, visualizing that from one activity we have derived every component of what the 21st century skilled child has to be. Give a thumbs up in the chat box, or you can just message good. We can implement. The day two, it is exercise and fitness. Here, what is that you feel that the man is doing? If anyone can message in the chat box. Thank you, Shiroza ma'am, for your comments. What is that happening in this image? I want you to drop your message in the chat box. Yes. A man is stretching It seems to be that he is doing some exercise for his legs and his hand, right? Then how do we give these children in a creative way is animal movement game. If you all have observed in this picture, the man is sitting like a frog. The teachers will act like animals, jump like a frog, stretch like a cat, hop like a bunny, do all these funny movements so that the child, without knowing, their body will be doing an exercise. How we are going to elaborate this one activity and make our day very special, let's find out. How we are going to integrate STEAM is learn how exercise helps the heart and muscles. We are going to explain the children with the help of the models or just by giving the simple exercise and help them relax so that the children will understand when we do exercise, something is happening in our body. When it comes to technology, use yes, this step counting app with the help of parents we can do it, but it is not suggested for the children. Instead, we can help children to count and move up. Engineering is build an obstacle course. And when it comes to art integration, create stick puppets of active animals. When they create stick puppets and do some exercise along with that, the children will feel more happy and all our components can be included to see when it comes to exercise. Just it's not about the body, even the fine motor skills will improve when they are creating all these activities. When it comes to math, we can give nth number of games for children, ask them to hop, skip, jump. While they are doing, we will have to connect them with the counting numbers. This is how STEAM integration can happen in day 2, that is for exercise and fitness. How we are going to include the greening education. Play outside instead of screen time. Just one word from a teacher can enhance the children to make themselves feel that yes, my teacher has told something special that I will have to do it. Encourage the children to always play outside. How this will include greening education? See, when they are with the nature, they will understand more and more about it. Promote yoga in the garden. Ask the children to move into the garden area and ask them to feel the fresh air. And when they do in that environment, the children feel more and more energetic and active. When it comes to the teaching learning points, what is that we can do is use music to make the movements fun. We can ask children to play a rhymes, use the technology, use audio visuals, or we ourselves can sing the rhymes. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. This is also an exercise. If you're happy and you know, stamp your feet. The child is standing, the child is knowing about his body parts, and the child is doing some exercise to all such muscles. Then encourage 10 minutes movement break in the class. When it comes to learning outcome, recognize the exercise benefits. We can put up the chart in the classroom so that the child will know more and more about it. When there is a visual all the time, the child will start inculcating that habit into themselves. Then develop coordination and balance. How do we connect SDG goals? Is good health and well-being. It is all about the day one was nutrition for the young children. Day two is the physical activity. How we are going to include multiple intelligence? Have we catering to the needs of MI? Let's see with one activity how we have included musical, that is exercise songs, then bodily kinesthetic, active play. The children are playing, interpersonal group exercises. Also, we can sing to the children saying 1, 2, 3. Hop a little, jump a little, 1, 2, 3. Run a little, skip a little, tap one knee. Bend a little, stretch a little, nod your head. Yawn a little, sleep a little in your bed. Here we are going to include the relaxation, and the child is going to know more about relax and sleep. The child is going to learn about numbers. The child is learning about the body parts. The child is learning about the exercise also, just by one single rhyme. Then how we are going to include 21st century skills is problem solving, finding ways to move indoors and outdoors. We can arrange the maze, helping children with the objects that we are having in our classrooms. We can arrange it as maze. They will have to find their way so that they will improve their problem solving skills. Communication, discussing how movement will help our body. If the child is sitting for a long time, what does it happen? It may get backache, or the children will not be able to sit more than 10 minutes in a place. They need lots and lots of movement. And we have to, in a positive way, how we are going to help children do all these activity is very important. Then leadership skills, leading a group. We can ask children to make a group, and a leader is going to make some activity or some movement in a creative way, and their leadership quality increases in the children. Yes. On the day 3, we are going to have hygiene and self-care. As women, I was talking about the self-care is very important. Hygiene, when we are guiding the children to know more and more about the hygiene, self-care will automatically fall into place. But here for the self-care, we will have to use more and more of a positive affirmation. We might be thinking that, oh, I am so, I'm not able to read English. I do not know English. How am I going to be as a global leader? No, not at all. All these blockages we will have to take out from our mind. More about the self care. Meena ma'am has given lots and lots of activities in part 1 and 2. Teachers who are very new to this session, please go back to Meena ma'am session for self care so that you will understand more and more about yourself. When we care ourselves, automatically children also start following us, right? Here I have taken as a simple hand washing signs. Along with this activity, since it is a self care, I want to include as positive affirmation activity also. Though it is not displayed on the screen, here teachers will show practically how to rub our hands while we are washing our hands. Observe carefully that when we give this activity, or normally when the child goes and turn on the tap, wash the hands, it will just wash like this and come back. We will have to ask children to wash their hands properly in between their fingers, and after washing their hands they will have to dry their hand. All these simple signs we will have to teach their teach our children. There is a rhyme I do not remember. Wash, wash, wash your hands to wash the germs away. You can check in YouTube if you want. Yes, here the teachers will rub with the glitter or something mud, or whatever the dirty object we feel that it's a dirty one, we can touch those objects in our hand, and just by taking the cloth, just wipe it away. Ask children to observe. Did it go well? Take a snapshot of it. Then again, go wash your hands with the soap. Or what we can do is, two teachers can be there, one with the dirty hand just wiped with a dry cloth, and the other one washing their hands with a soap. Practically, we can show children how the difference between the hands that are not washed and washed hands. Then observe which method removes the germs best. We have shown the children practically so that children will wash their hands before and after eating, how it is important, what happens if the nails are not trimmed properly, what happens if there is a dirt inside. Actually, we have to tell properly that why that dead cells have to be trimmed. The nails that are coming out, it's all of a dead cells which we should not have in our hand. This is, and how we are going to include day 3, hygiene and self-care, STEAM integration, how we are going to do. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Science, germs hand washing. Technology, how we are going to use is, we can show the video, or we can bring the microscope if we have in our schools and show the germs how it is going to be there. Then engineering, build a soap dispenser model. Arts is create a hand washing poster. We can ask children to first what is the step by step what the will get actually a poster in the market, how step by step we will have to wash our hands. Maths, we can ask children to count 20 seconds while we are washing our hands, so that at least, yes, while we are washing our hands, at least for 20 to 30 seconds we will have to wash it properly. Then greening education is use less water when washing hands. They will not have to turn the tap on and keep on just applying the soap and the water will be flowing away. Eco-friendly soap discussion can happen in our classrooms with the natural available things. Also with that also soaps are made. Then what are the teaching learning points and learning outcomes? Let's see. Use songs to make hand washing a fun, as I have told earlier. Then teach when to wash hands before eating, after eating, and when you had been to outdoor play, and if you have touched your shoes. All these simple things, when we start telling to our kids, they will start following and care themselves. What are the learning outcomes here? Hand hygiene importance we have learned. Then develop daily hand washing habits. SDG is clean water and sanitation. Of course, it come this hygiene and self care also come under health and well being. Multiple intelligence used is bodily kinesthetic, the child practically watching and doing it. Interpersonal, they are going to play a role as an hygiene habits. Then visual spatial, the child is going to create the posters, drawings, and they have watched visually, practically. So this is all about SDG connection and MI. 21st century skills, how we are going, have we connected for the one activity? Let's find out. Collaboration, working together. The child is observing, they are together and they are learning about the hygiene habits together. Then adaptability, understanding why hygiene is important. Then information literacy, learning from scientific videos also. The child is getting more prone to 21st century skills. Hope everyone is clear. Please, if you're clear, put the message, drop the message in the chat box saying clear. On the day 4, we are going to introduce the topic rest, sleep, and relaxation. Why all these are important? In this century, what has happened is children are more prone to mobiles and they do not have proper sleep. During our days, we used to sleep even in the afternoons and night. But now what has happened is there is a lot of generation gap where children, because of the gadgets, children will not sleep even in the afternoon and they do sleep at 11, 12, 1 I have heard many parents saying even when they do not sleep in the afternoon, they sleep late nights, which will harm the child. All these we will have to explain in detail. I should thank Kamal Goda sir for giving us such a wonderful sub themes for the healthy living. Yes, for this, the activity that I have chosen is breathe and stretch. By simple yoga and breathing exercises, how we are going to rest, how we are going to keep our mind calm, all these we are going to look into it one by one. Deep breathing and gentle stretching before sleep is very important. All these small things will help children to be calm and relax themselves. How we are going to integrate the steam is sleep effect on brain growth. We should tell children that when you are child, if you sleep, you'll grow tall. All these they used to say when we were small. With small effective sentences, the child starts following it. Then play calming sleep sounds. When it comes to engineering, design a cozy bedtime space. Ask the parents. When it comes to this, we should ask parents to make that environment neat and clean so that the child will not have disturbance during their bedtime. Create a good night drawing, or they will have to sleep. Before sleep, they will have to relax and stretch. All these small activities will help child to have a good sleep. See, counting sleep hours. We can help child to look into the clock. This is how this much time you will have to sleep. It will make you, it will keep your body healthy. With these small informations has to be given to the children. When it comes to the greening education, avoid gadgets before sleep. Teaching learning points, as I said, there should be a bedtime routine that the child has to learn. Insist parents also, instead of complaining, insist them also that they will have to turn off all the gadgets so that the child, along with the family, everyone will have a routine. Learning outcomes are understand why sleep is essential. SDG goals is good health and well-being. Multiple intelligence is interpersonal. Bedtime role play, musical lullabies. If the child is not able to sleep well, see, everything we teachers cannot do it, but with the help of the technology, we can assist parents also. These are the activities that has to be done at home by the parents so that the child will have a good rest, sleep, and relaxation. We will have to insist the parents also. How we are going to include the 21st century skills? It's self regulation, understanding the emotions, then emotional intelligence, managing stress and relaxation, digital literacy using sleep apps. This is for parents, not for the children. We had been to the day 5, that is our health camp. We can have a mini health camp in our campus. We can ask a doctor to visit. an yoga instructor to visit, or we ourselves can dress up, as I have put up my poster here. Teachers pretend to be doctors and nurses, or yoga instructors, and discuss the healthy habits. This is how we do. We will dress up as doctors and nurses, ask children also to do the same. Few children will be like patients, and we will make our classroom itself as a uh, as an hospital environment. Role play, how to guide children in checking their pulse, though they may not be properly able to see, but something, when we touch, something is happening, the child will understand something is happening. This is called pulse. What is the stretching, and how you should eat, all these with the help of the charts also we can ask children to do, and teachers also there to guide. How we are going to integrate the STEAM is basic body functions, heartbeat, breathing, all these simple informations has to be given to the children. When it comes to technology, use a virtual stethoscope demo. Then engineering, build a first aid kit model. This is very, very essential. First aid kit, the child has to know what is there in the first aid kit and how it has to be used. If the child falls, it should have he or she should have a basic knowledge that the child will have to clean the wound first, then apply a Dettol or an ointment. A basic knowledge should be brought. This is just not for 1 week, it can be for the entire month or every day for 5 minutes as soon as the prayer is over. While we check our check the children nails and how hygiene they are while talking in the circle time, we can include this part as a daily routine. Arts, create a doctor ID badges or making a slip. All these creative activities can be brought into our classrooms. Math is counting the pulse rate, or instead we can ask children to keep the stethoscope and check the heartbeat. Love dog, love dog. How many times you are hearing, the child can know more about it. Then health camp. In this greening education is promote natural healing. Like if they are having cold, what is that natural remedy that the child should intake? Next is teaching learning points. Use pretend to play, and with all these activities, it becomes hands-on, and the child will learn more about the health education. Then encourage real life connection by discussing the personal experience about the doctors and health checkups. Why it is important, why doctor is there. Now we are can bring the neighborhood into the topic also. What is the learning outcome is identify the roles of doctors, nurse, and health professional for being well. Also develop the awareness of personal health and hygiene through interactive role play. As I have told, create an environment like a hospital, or you can become, you yourself can become a doctor and nurse, and bring somebody so that the child will be very much interested to know, to hear more from others too. How SDG goals are connected is it's again the good health and well-being, ensuring healthy promoting well-being for all. Multiple intelligence is interpersonal role play as doctors, nurse, patients, etc. Intrapersonal is reflecting on personal health habits. Visual, spatial, all these we have done. Just we are connecting to the activity. MI, we are going to connect to the activity. What is that? What are all the components we have included? We are just reflecting on it. Visual, spatial, creating the badges, posters, charts, all these come under visual, spatial. Excuse me. Then linguistic, discussing on the health tips and narrating the story. Here, when it comes to narrating a story, I used to say a story to the children. I don't know in other sessions also if I have said. There was a boy who was feeling very much, he was very much interested in the junk food. One night, mom will decide that no, tonight I am not going to give the junk food to the child. Whatever I have prepared as a mom, I have prepared, he has to eat it. Otherwise, he is going to sleep in empty stomach. This boy will come ask mama that he needs biscuits, he needs that this bun, etc., etc. But mother has already decided. She is very strong. A woman, when she decides, she will not let go, and this mom will not give the junk food. He will go with the empty stomach to sleep. You know, this boy will dream that mom and mother and this boy will go to a market. When he go to market, he has lots of emotions, unwanted emotions. He is scared, he is feeling sad, he is angry, he doesn't want to go to market because all vegetables and fruits are to be seen, because he did not like. So what happens is, while he was there is no other go because he had been with the mother. While he was walking, all the vegetables will decide that we will have to teach a lesson to this boy. First, a cabbage will fall and jump and fall from a basket. When the cabbage fell down, this boy will feel so weird and he will start running. As this boy runs, cabbage will also jump and run. Ram, stop. You will have to eat me. You know, I am having more of iron content in me. You please eat me. This boy will start running much more fast because he did not like vegetables. Then carrot starts jumping one after the other, one after the other. All the vegetables start jumping over and rolling over from the basket. Carrot will come out of the basket and say, you know, you eat me. I am good for your eyes. You need not wear the specs. Like this, the story goes on. Each and every vegetables and its importance can be narrated through a story. What happens is, at the end of the dream, what happens is the child understands more and more about the vegetables, each and every vegetable and its importance. As soon as he wakes up, he came to know that he is on the bed itself. Then what happens? He is very much hungry because he did not eat at night. He will go and ask his mom, "Oh, mama, please give me some vegetable soup to help me to grow strong from my head to my toes. Oh, mama, please give me some vegetable soup to help me to grow strong from my head to my toes. C for cabbage, B for beetroot, T for tomatoes to help me to grow strong from my head to my toes. C for carrot, P for peas, T for turnips too. Put them all together and make me some soup. Make it yummy, make it tasty, serve it hot and nice. I will drink it up to the very last drop. So, with this one story, narration, and rhyme, the child will know more how to be healthy. Then, when it comes to linguistic, we are going to give lots and lots of health tips with the help of the chart and as a role play. Bodily kinesthetic, practicing the exercise and measuring the pulse. We have come to the last part of this session, that is on the day 5 21st century skills, how we are going to implement it. Leadership skills will increase as they are playing a role, critical thinking, making informed choices about the person, and social awareness will be brought into the classroom, understanding the roles of doctors and knowing more about the neighborhood and society. Collaboration, working together in the health camp. While this role play is going on, each and every child has to connect. They will have to know what role they are going to play. With this, I do end my session. Hope it was very helpful for you all. Thank you so much.